Hey, this is Sasha. Thanks for joining me in today's video. And what I want to share with you today are some simple option strategies to start out with if you're a beginner or you're new to options. So stay tuned. I'm going to share with you a couple of quick tips. All right, so as we're looking into some strategies, there's a lot of strategies that beginners use, but I find they are too advanced or maybe just too wild for people that are just getting started. So instead, what you want to do is maybe take a little bit of a step back and try something a little bit more calming or peaceful, or a strategy that's a little more easier. And they're not necessarily just easier to make it work and make it successful, but it has a better chance of success, especially if you're brand new and you're trying to make this business work. So if we take a look here, what I want to share with you also is just check out the Getting Started page on our website, The Trader's Fly, and there's a lot of getting started items there. There's also some great courses if you really want to dig into this, like options foundation and iron condors and verticals. So tons of great stuff there, and a free mini course on options. If you go to the freebies section, there's tons of great stuff in that area. So anyways, what a lot of beginners do, and I find they're trying to, just make a boatload of money right off the bat, is they might take something like, let's just pick Disney real quick. And they say, okay, well, let me do an option strategy. And what they'll do is they'll go like 23-day or even a 16-day option. And they'll say, okay, well, Disney's going up. Yeah. I probably want to get it the 185 option because they'll probably get there. So this is their common way of doing something. And the problem with these options is they have a big theta problem. So if you go 10 days out, okay, 10 contracts, what I'm losing is basically $60 a day. And this is why options get a really bad name, is because people are losing money day in and day out on this. They're losing $60 a day. The most you can lose is $760, but $60 a day, that starts to add up pretty quickly. And the way to make money on this stock is the stock can do kind of three things. It can stand still, it can go up, or go down. If you look at it from a 5-point perspective, okay, it can stand still, go up a little, go up a lot, go down a little, and go down a lot. So in this case, when we look at this concept, if you stand still, you lose money. If you go up a little, you're still going to lose money because of theta. If you go up a lot, that's the one scenario where you're actually going to win. Okay, if you go down a little, okay, also a big no-no, and go down a lot, also a big problem. So only 1 out of 5 is where you're winning in this case. So a better approach is, if you believe in Disney and you think it's going to work out, is, let's say we're looking at selling a vertical. Okay, and again, don't stress too much about what a vertical is. It's just the way that it makes money and functions is I'm selling one, okay, and if it stands still, as long as it's above this range, I collect premium and theta, and I still make my full amount. So as long as it's above this 170, let's just do 10 contracts like we did before. So the way that it functions is a bit different. You're selling insurance premium on stocks. And what I would say is, if you totally don't get what I'm saying, go to the freebies section, get this free options mini trading course, like 5 or 6 videos, and you'll learn a lot more. So the way that this functions now is I'm making $12 a day. So with time, this slowly decays. And the white line, which is today, gets closer to the green line. Okay, and as long as it's above that 170 at expiration, which is in about 15 days, you make your $320 on $2,180 of risk. Okay, so how does this all play out? Well, now let's look at our what a stock can do. So that stock, it can explode, kind of go up a little bit, kind of go sideways. It can pull back a bit, or it can really tank. So in this case, this is a little bit of backwards. But if it stands still, you make money, goes up a bit, you make money, goes up a lot, you make money, goes down a bit, as long as it's above that 170, you still make money. The big issue here is that one. So in this case, you're making money 4 out of 5 ways, and that's a huge win, right? Because you're making money 4 out of 5 ways. The big issue is if it pulls back, and it pulls back kind of immediately, then you'll have to take it off for a loss. Can you take this off at any time? Yeah, you don't have to wait till expiration. So this is where it's a lot better and wiser for people just starting out as a beginner. This is where you would start. This is what you're really looking for. As for looking at a strategy, this is kind of a nice basic strategy to just get the hang of it, from being a long investor, from going that route. And then what you can do later on is, as you get better at this, you can do the same thing with, let's say we go vertical right here, and now I can do the exact same thing, but I can do it more on the call side. And now I do one on the call side that's bearish and one on the put side that's bullish. And together right here, this creates two verticals, and it gives me a nice $25 a day theta or so, because I get about 12 from the puts or the left side and about 12 from the call side, making about 25 a day between both of these. And yeah, could you make it a little bullish or bearish? Sure, I could make it a little more bullish, less contracts on one side than the other. And this is how you manage a position. More contracts here, less contracts there, a little more, a little less. How fast do you want it to go up or down? That's what you're doing. That's what position management is all about. So anyways, I hope you find that helpful. Again, if it's really confusing, check out that mini course on the freebies section. You can also check out some of the other great courses we have, like the verticals, which is really what it's all about. If you're totally new, check out the foundation course. And then there's iron condors as well. And if you want to check out the getting started, here it is, options 101. You can go in and do that on the website as well. Thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great rest of the week ahead. Subscribe to the channel right down below. Grab some freebies, and I will see you in the next video.